When you rinse and recycle your yogurt cup, that's one less yogurt cup that will need to be manufactured from scratch. Or is it? Pop quiz. How much recycled plastic packaging actually comes back as the same kind of packaging?
The answer is 2%, very low percentage. Yeah, there was some groaning.
If that surprises you, you've got something in common with Cornell's Geoffrey Coates, whose revolutionary advances in chemistry stand to offset the 15 million tons of new plastic produced annually in the US.
I really like to do outdoor things. I grow grapes as a hobby, so I've got a vineyard with about 1,000 grapevines. We have a field and we have forest, and periodically trees fall down, so we more or less during the winter heat our house with wood. I feel really good about reducing the amount of fossil fuel I use to heat my house.
Professionally, Coates designs molecules, tiny catalysts of industrial optimization, improving how we produce hydrogen, used to manufacture everything from petroleum products to fuel cells, lowering the cost of manufacturing some widely used polymers, and taking on the inefficiencies of a global recycling stream.
Whether your yogurt cup can be melted down and recast into new packaging isn't measured by the cup itself, but the milk jug next to it. The yogurt cup is probably made of a polymer called polypropylene, the milk jug polyethylene. These two are the most common packaging plastics, but they don't mix well. Melt them together, and you don't get a second life. You get junk.
You get a material that's really brittle and almost useless for anything.
Even the best sorting systems fail to separate the polymer types, meaning most plastic packaging recyclables simply wind up in a landfill.
Around 2005, Coates saw another way.
It turns out polymers are a little bit like oil and water.
Unmixable, until you add soap. One side of the soap molecule bonds to water, the other to oil, bridging the gap.
We thought, well, if you can do that with soap, can you make a molecule that likes the polyethylene and it likes the polypropylene?
Coates' lab got to work designing a groundbreaking compatibilizer, a tailor-made molecule poured into a mixed melt. It finds the boundary between the two plastic molecules, bonding them together just as soap connects oil and water. The new plastic mix is no longer brittle, paving the way for less waste and a far greater chance that your recycled packaging actually offsets the production of new plastic. Coates' compatibilizer is at least 10 times more efficient than competing products. Just a drop or two will work for 5 pounds of mixed plastics, meaning it's cost-effective. Change the interface between plastic molecules, and you change the fate of billions of bottles, caps, and containers. A molecular bridge born in a lab can keep value in the loop and carbon out of the air.
Chemistry has great potential to solve very important problems that our world's facing. Plastics are an amazing class of materials, but they also pose a negative impact on the environment. We'd like to find better ways to deal with the end-of-life issues of plastics.
The impact of Coates' work isn't abstract. It's in the bottle you toss in the bin, the packaging you tear open without thinking, the products you buy because they're cheap and convenient. Coates' work pulls the curtain back on that everyday ritual and offers something rare. A path where the materials that serve our lives don't have to haunt our oceans and landfills for centuries to come.